Well, greetings, everyone. It is customary at our holiday gathering to recognize the recipient of our donation from the Allied Arts Guild. This donation is nominated by members of the Allied Arts Guild and voted on. Previous recipients have ranged from different scholarship funds to the Alliance for the Varied Arts to the Lyric Theater and numerous other programs. It's different every year. This year we're pleased to be not at our holiday gathering, unfortunately, but our virtual holiday gathering. But we're pleased to be at Jump the Moon with this year's recipient, Michael Bingham. And it's my pleasure to present Michael with a check for $2,000 from all of us, from all of you. And hopefully Michael can put this to good use in his programs. And we thought since we were here that it might be nice for Michael to give a little background on his operation at the Jump the Moon Foundation and studio, and perhaps a little bit of a tour after Michael says a word.
Thanks, Michael. I just want to thank you all for thinking of us. It's especially a wonderful honor because you're a group of artists. And anytime a group of my peers recognizes that what we're doing here is a good thing, that feels extra good. And so I really appreciate this check. It comes at a time when we really can use it. COVID has taken a big toll on the number of people we can serve right now, and also the number of donations. And some days it's really wondering how we're going to keep going, and this will help a lot. We can do a lot with that down here, so it's greatly appreciated. And I just want to thank each of you for participating in that and being the kind of people that have a heart big enough to share and to worry about those in the community that can use the help. So thank you so much. If you don't know about Jump the Moon Art Studio, I would invite you to come visit. We are at 553 North Main in Logan. We're kind of in between H&R Block and the dollar store. And we've created here kind of my dream, which is to have a place for people with disabilities to be able to have access to an equipment, adaptive equipment that will help them be able to make art and be able to express and communicate in ways that they never could before. And so that's what we do here. And I would love to give you a little tour. We also have a wonderful gallery where work is sold, and so individuals can make some income from what they make. And what would help us a lot is just if more people in the community knew about us and what we were doing, and were sending their friends and neighbors and family here for activities. So I think we're going to just kind of take a look around, and I'll give you a little bit of a tour. And again, thank you so much. I can't express enough how deeply touched I am that you would think of us and help us with that large amount of help. It's really a big amount for us. So thank you so much. Okay, I'm just going to give you a little bit of a tour. We are always moving things around. We just created a huge 5.5 foot tall candy ornament for Bluebird Candy. So we had this area pushed aside for that. But you'll see right here is one of our painting wheelchairs. And I'm actually standing on a large painting of Kea Eccles. We just walk all over each other's work down here, but she paints with a wheelchair. And so this part of the studio we use for that sort of activity. Follow me into here. We we use this part of the studio for more traditional art making, and we have some ways that are not so traditional. We have warming trays that when you draw on them with crayon and these adaptive crayon shapes that we make, then you can, the crayons melt and it's more like painting. And that's kind of a unique thing. One of our painting wheelchairs is right here too, but we've been using it on what we call the CJ press. It was made for one of our participants who uses a power chair. And what we do is we carve into foam blocks, roll paint on it, put the paper in that box, put the block in there, and CJ drives her chair, or whoever will drive the wheelchair back and forth over it, which acts like a printing press, and we make beautiful prints that way. And so we are always trying to adapt everything so that it can be useful to people that have all kinds of challenges in life, physical and mental challenges. Around the studio is kind of a fun Disneyland kind of place. This sculpture I made several years ago, you might recognize it from being in front of a Bravenel Hall in Salt Lake for about 3.5 years, hanging over the sidewalk. If he stood up next to you, he's about 12 feet tall. But he adds a nice little piece of interest to our studio. We have a beautiful gallery space, and when artists create something, they have to get it past me. I've been an artist for almost 40 years and kind of know what belongs in the gallery and what doesn't. But when they create something interesting, I put a frame on it and we put it in the gallery and it's for sale. And when these pieces sell, half of that money goes to the artist that created it. The other half goes to help support our studio and gallery space. This current show is called Starry Starry, and it's all images in one way or another inspired by Van Gogh's Starry Night painting. And these shows will rotate and change every couple months, so there'll always be something new to see down here and to experience. That piece was actually made by the DSL participants. They come down from the college, that's the Developmental Skill Lab, and each person in their group made one of these tiles. They are cut up cardboard and linoleum pieces, and then they painted on them and colored on them. And when you put all of their work together, it really creates an interesting kind of modern art piece that I thought came out really nice. These two are important because when I taught at the high school, this was actually the very first art adaptive tool I ever made. It used to have a truck body on it, but there was a young lady named Abby that would not hold a marker or a crayon or paintbrush. She would just drop it. And so I brought out the toy box, and she grabbed this truck and drove it on the table and made all kinds of great sound effects. So I drilled holes through it and put markers in it, and that's how we got Abby to start drawing.
Oh, cool.
Pretty soon she realized that when she did this, that it left marks, and she got really into that, into learning about drawing.
Let's see the upside down of the bottom of that.
Yeah, so when the markers go through, it's a drawing tool. And she tired of that one after a while, and I made this one for her, which these are old now, and so the motor's burned out. This was a bathroom scrubber that spun, and she made all kinds of beautiful stuff with that.
That's fantastic.
One of our artists right now is a young man, Emmett, who we thought could only move his eyes, and that was it. And worked with him for a while. One day I lifted up his elbow, and he pushed his elbow back down. And that was a pretty exciting moment, because it's like, Emmett, you can move something. You know, you can move your elbow. I ran in the shop and I made this. And Emmett would choose with his eyes which color Play-Doh to use, and we put it in there, and he would smash it, and then he would choose what kind of cookie cutter shapes. and we put it on the Play-Doh, and he would cut it out with shapes. And Emmett's art looks like this.
Wow.
So we seal that Play-Doh in clear acrylic and find a fun frame for it. And Emmett, who everybody only thought he could just move his eyes, is now making pretty much, he needs a little help to assemble it and to finish him off. But those are all shapes he cut out all by himself. And that's an exciting time when we figure out how somebody can make art on their own with just a little bit of help.
Show 'em your,
One,
show 'em
two.
your baby. Yeah, well, I like that dog.
There we go. 1, 2,
This one's
3.
yours, so we'll take a picture with this one. Here, Reed.
Good job.
Wait, go like
Like
this.
it.
Show Michael.
Hey, Reed, let me see
Turn it
yours.
around.
Look, turn it
Turn it
around.
around.
You gotta turn it around so
So
I
he
can
can
see
take a
it.
picture.
Look. Oh, this one
Where's
is
yours?
so funny.
Show me
I
yours.
think I see a part on there that you have.
Oh my
One more, here we go.
Let's go.
Okay, look right here, Reed.
Okay, hold on.
You got a smile for me, Reed?
Oh, high five.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, here you
Go,
go. All right.
Oh,
And show Sarah.
Sarah.
Okay, show
let
Sarah.
me see
What's
it.
that look?
Here.
Nice. Hold it right in front of you,
Okay,
right
Peter, I'm
there.
gonna have you hold them, okay?
Okay, you ready?
'Cause he's-
All right. Yeah, I like seeing
Oh,
those
leave the room
faces.
so we can- What's that
Beautiful,
lady?
Sarah. Way to go.
And I did not finish.
I like that one too. That's
Yeah.
really cool.
I did not finish this side yet.
Oh, you can work on it at home if you want.
Okay.
You put your mask back on?
Yeah.
Hold your picture.
Okay. Ready, Reed?
Okay.
Okay, this way.
All right,
See you
Reed.
next time.
I have your paper.
Okay, your hand there. Sarah, can you hold the door for that?
Yeah.
Okay, you hold the door.
Happy holidays!
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays! Hope you have a good time. Miss you guys. Bye.
Hey everyone, nice to see all you virtually at least, and we wish we could see you in person, but we hope you have a great holiday and we'll look forward to being with you all again soon.
Have a happy new year. Enjoy all the cookies and mashed potatoes and whatever else.
Yep, all the yummies.
Hello everyone from Allied Arts. Hope you guys are having a great holiday season and are surviving the pandemic as best as you can. And we hope we can see you guys in person in the spring sometime.
Yes, 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 yes. We miss you. So happy New Year, right? Happy New Year. All right. Take care, everybody. Stay healthy. So, bye.
Hi, I'm Adrian.
And I'm Marty.
So to all our Allied Arts friends, we want to say happy
holidays.
Happy Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Yeah, and we really miss you all, and we're really looking forward to us all being able to get together. And here's what we've been doing during quarantine.
Stay safe. Ho, 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 ho.
Happy holidays, everybody. Here we are, alone, not at a party with you, wishing we were, but we're going to share some talents, sort of, that we've been working on during the pandemic. For me, it's knitting. I've been knitting these little Christmas balls. They're Norwegian Christmas balls, so that's my talent. You can see a few on the tree, see? And Bruce, during the pandemic, he plays many instruments, but not the mandolin, but during the pandemic, he learned how to play the mandolin. So now we're going to play you a little tune. Enjoy. Okay.
Ready?
Ready. Merry Christmas, everyone.
Hello, Allied Arts.
Hello, happy holidays.
It's good to see all of you. We wish we could be with you in person, but we look forward to the day when that happens. We wish you all the best in the coming year and much joy. And we wanted to sort of mark and honor the solstice, which is coming up this Monday. And just this idea that we read recently, that on the winter solstice, no matter which direction you walk, you are headed toward the dawn.
And I thought I would recite a really short poem by Hafiz, one of our favorites. He's a 14th century Persian, which means Iranian, poet, a Sufi mystic. And it's a poem about the sun. Today's kind of a cloudy day, but the solstice is coming. The days actually are going to start getting longer. So here comes the short poem. It goes like this. Even after all this time, the sun never says to the earth, "You owe me." Just think of a love like that. It lights the whole sky. Bye, you guys.
Happy holidays. Take care.
Let's go see what Mitch is up to.
Hello, friends. Welcome to my newly remodeled studio. This used to be my dusty workshop. I would cut wood and everything and collect a lot of dust. So with the last 6 to 9 months, I've concentrated on staying here and making my surroundings nicer. Doing art. Here's some of my stuff over here. And this is kind of where I hibernate right now until I get all the finished details put in my shop. I just wanted to say I miss everybody, and I think when we make it all make it through this, it's going to be a better world. So happy holidays.
Hello, dear friends. My holiday news is that I have retired, and I am restarting Helicon West, which fell to COVID, but now will rise again with the help from my former students and friends at Sugar House Review. Friends are so valuable. And here is a COVID poem about that. August visit, month 6 of social distancing. We linger in the carport, masked, guitars and a basket of garden in hand, zinnias, potatoes, tomatoes, zucchini, whole fresh basil snipped in blossom, and a poem penned on handmade paper, for who knows when we'll meet again. Eyes holding eyes, we delay our farewell, talking of art, talking of turning clay slabs to fine glazed bowls, of crafting plain words into poems as the world sheds thorny stars of its creation, like clay from the wheel, like words wrung from the heart of us. Let us go now, let us part, remember the songs we sang and played together, summertime, summertime, and the living isn't easy, sorrow deep and melancholy in its rhythms, needing to be sung. But I should write a sequel, call it December with Friends, no matter the distance. Here's to that thought. Happy Christmas, happy solstice, happy holidays.
Hello everyone.
Hi.
Here are the Bernals. We're going to sing for you a Christmas carol I learned in Colombia when I was a boy. It's called Tutaina. As far as I know, Tutaina doesn't mean anything. It's just the sound of the words. And it's the refrain. Maybe you can sing that refrain with us when we play the song for you. It goes, Tutaina tuturuma, Tutaina tuturumaina, Tutaina tuturuma turuma, Tutaina tuturumaina. Hope you enjoy it. Tutaina tuturuma, Tutaina tuturumaina, Tutaina tuturuma turuma, Tutaina tuturumaina. Los pastores de Belén vienen a adorar al niño, la Virgen y San José lo reciben con cariño. Tutaina tuturuma, Tutaina tuturumaina, Tutaina tuturuma turuma, Tutaina tuturumaina. Tres reyes vienen también con incienso, mirra y oro a ofrendar a Dios su bien como el más grande tesoro. Tutaina tuturuma, Tutaina tuturumaina, Tutaina tuturuma turuma, Tutaina tuturumaina. Vamos todos a cantar con amor y alegría, porque acaba de llegar de los cielos el Mesías. Tutaina tuturuma, Tutaina tuturumaina, Tutaina tuturuma turuma, Tutaina tuturumaina.
Twas the night before Christmas, or Allied Arts gone rogue. 'Twas the night before Christmas, Allied Arts was on hold. We'd be hosting no party, or so we'd been told. Masks we had hung by the chimney with care, in case any visitors enter they dare. We had no idea what the night had in store, for the Allied Arts gang caused an uproar. Maura in her nightie and I in my cap just settled down for a long winter's nap. When out on the lawn, there arose such a clatter, I sprang from the bed to see what was the matter. I looked out the window. Jerry Furman was there, erecting a monolith. How could he dare?
The moon on the breast of the new fallen snow gave the luster of midday to objects below, when what to my wondering eye should appear but a miniature sleigh and 8 tiny reindeer.
With a kilt-wearing driver, reins on the wrong side. Was it Laura and Andrew just out for a ride? More rapid than eagles, their coursers they came, and they whistled and shouted and called them by name. Now Dory, now Candace, now Dan and Maria. On Janine, on Jason, on Louise and Nadra. To the top of the porch, to the top of the wall. Now quarantine, quarantine, quarantine all.
As the dry leaves that before the wild hurricane fly, when they meet with an obstacle, mount to the sky, so up to the housetop the coursers they flew, with the sleigh full of Leslie, St. Nicholas too.
And then in a twinkling, we heard on the roof the prancing and pawing of each little hoof. As we drew in our heads and were turning around, down the chimney St. Nicholas came with a bound.
He was dressed all in fur from his head to his foot, and his clothes were all tarnished with ashes and soot. A bundle of clarinets flung on his back. He looked like an artist on the attack.
The elves that came with him danced round the hall. The Bernals, the Grahams, Rich and Crispin Call. The Goodmanson clan performed a fine jig, while Rosemary helped Dick turn a fig to a pig.
Becky pulled out her fiddle, struck up a tune, while John Goodmanson's sax made the call of a loon. Jennifer, Michael, Andrea, and Ben danced with the music, while Charlie went zen.
The Hassans, the Congers, Jerry and Sue, the Neelys and Moores were in the room too. Star, Mitch, Phoebe, and Paul, Amy, Janine, all were having a ball.
But the punch bowl ran empty. 'Twas now time to end. Back to the chimney St. Nick summoned our friends, and laying his finger aside of his nose and giving a nod up the chimney they rose.
They sprang to the sleigh. To the team gave a whistle, and away they all flew like the down of a thistle. But we heard them exclaim as they drove out of sight, "Happy Christmas to all, and to all a good night." 'Twas the night after Christmas, and all through the land every creature slept soundly, 'cause Trump had been canned. And though we're just joking and having some fun, the vaccines are coming. Humanity's won. So though distancing still, we have blessings aplenty. Merry Christmas to all. Goodbye, 2020.